what can we expect from the elections on Sunday? Will there be any turnaround in the political scene in Greece?
No, I don't think we should expect any big changes. Because of the electoral system, the next elections will be inconclusive, or there will not be a government formed. But then there will be probably new elections 2 months from now, in which most likely New Democracy will be able to form a government. So I think at the end of this process, most likely we'll have another tenure of Mitsotakis as Prime Minister and a New Democracy in government. So no big changes, I think.
Greece has been rocked by scandals in the last period, especially the one with the wiretapping. Mitsotakis said that he will not form a coalition with PASOK. What does this mean, actually?
Well, a lot of these scandals, or so-called scandals, depending on how you say it, have become a big stories abroad, but in Greece, for various reasons, have not generated too much public interest. And also, even though they are, I would say, important for the quality of democracy in Greece, they don't seem to affect so much the public opinion. The reason is because I think public opinion cares more about these days about economic issues, standard of living issues, and less about issues of quality of democracy. And also there is a probably widespread perception that all parties in Greece, if given the opportunity, they will use all means to have an advantage over the party competition. So for that reason, I think these issues did not become so central so that they will influence the electoral outcome. Now, regarding coalition government, I think New Democracy does not want to have a coalition with PASOK. In fact, they don't want to have coalition with anyone. I mean, it's a standard policy of New Democracy that they think that coalition governments are not very stable and they don't produce results. And they will, I think, probably lead the country to second elections so that they can form a government alone. As I said earlier, this is probably the outcome. We will have a renewed tenure of New Democracy and Mitsotakis as Prime Minister in Greece.
What can we expect after the elections with the relations with North Macedonia?
Well, listen, foreign policy has not been very much on the agenda of these elections. And even the little attention that was given to foreign policy was almost exclusively on Turkey. There's virtually zero discussion on relations with North Macedonia, or in fact with relations with other Balkan neighbors. So you don't have much on Albania or on the of Kosovo, or even on enlargement, which is a key issue for Greece, EU enlargement. I think the opinions on the Prespa agreement are pretty much solidified. Syriza and a minority of the public opinion is in favor of the Prespa agreement. Then New Democracy, the majority of the public opinion is against. But New Democracy did not do much to undermine the agreement in the sense of like renegotiating or anything like that. But at the same time, they were not very enthusiastic about implementing it either. So this I expect that will continue after the next elections. They will probably continue these good relations with North Macedonia, especially in the economic sphere, but not being overly enthusiastic about strong bonds and political, societal cooperation with North Macedonia. We could see, of course, that the next government will finally ratify the 3 protocols that are in waiting in the parliament for I don't know how long now, well, 3 years now.
Yes.
That would be a signal that finally there is some movement on the issue, but I don't expect big progress or any very warm relations, to be honest.
Well, so you say that they actually maybe the memorandums will pass through your assembly. What about the boards with the name Skopje on it?
The street signs.
Yes, the signs.
I mean, this is a jurisdiction of the local authorities. Of course, if the government would want to pressure the local authorities, they would. I think you would see some change there, but I don't know. I don't think it's an issue that's very important for the Greek government. There's not much attention on the implementation of the Prespa agreement, and I should say also on the other side. I mean, I'm following public discourse in North Macedonia. I don't think the name North Macedonia is used by anyone anymore, but Greece is not complaining much about it. So it's like a live and let live kind of attitude. You know, we don't deal so much with the issue. We don't follow what's happening in your country so much, but we are not very also enthusiastic either about relations. So, you know, if you ask me, it's a missed opportunity for a partnership between the two countries, but it is what it is.